kind of the same thing with, mass shootings and this. It's like it's sad to say that it almost happens so often that when when a video comes up and we see it, it's almost like it gets brushed off. It's a
Mhm.
it's a big deal for a few days, and then it just kind of falls, you know, under the rug. And
Exactly.
when I first saw that, I'm not gonna lie, it didn't hit me that hard on that day. Um,
Exactly.
and you know, it was kind of starting to get brushed under the rug again, and
Mhm.
then uh, just a lot of people kept it going viral and kept the power and the emotions there, and then it just blew up. And the first day of the protests, it that's when it really truly hit me.
Yeah.
I think it was viral for about a week before the protests really started.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I was just like, oh yeah, like, just like you, like after the second, third day rewatching it, I was just like, wow, this was messed up.
Mhm.
And then it really hit me in the emotions, when the protests started happening, and I'm just like, wow, this is real, this is happening, like. And then it turned into the biggest civil rights movement in history.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it's it's about dang time. As a community in the Bay Area, in California, in the US, what do we need to understand about what Black men and women go through every single day? Because, you know, I'm a white person who grew up in the suburbs. Like, I don't go through the same pain that Black men and women do, and the same fear. I don't have that fear. And sometimes for some of us really want to understand, but we just can't.
Mhm.
And can you just kind of just spell it out for us? Like, what do we need to understand?
For starters, it doesn't really matter what community you're in for a Black person because it can happen anywhere. So, I mean, even living in a pretty safe community in the Bay Area, I still see a cop and go up or like hold my breath a little bit. And that's just kind of the basics of it. I mean, um, at the end of the day, I mean, you see your people get killed by the authority that's supposed to be protecting you, and you're automatically just like everything tightens up and you hold your breath a little bit, just hoping that they don't look at you or see you and think that you're doing anything wrong when really you can just be minding your business. And I really just think people need to understand that that fear is just automatically not going to go away. And we have all this built up anger and fear of everything that happens daily. I mean, we get a new hashtag every other week because that's just how it is. And that shouldn't be what it is. And I just think that people need to start actually listening to us. Like, I mean, I think in the Black community, like we kind of joke about it now. It's just like, we're like, oh yeah, like I hope the police don't come. Like we shouldn't even have to joke about that. Like it's literally become like a process. We're like, let's hope the police don't come because they're gonna grab us first. And it's like, I hope they don't come because they're gonna grab me and I'm not doing anything. Like that's the saddest part of it all. And I don't think a lot of races think of it like that. I know there are obviously in other communities definitely like they might think like that as well, but at least being a white person or someone in a different community where you're not being targeted, I mean, you might not think of it like that, but in the Black community, for sure, it's like that's the first thought when you like hear sirens or even see a police officer. Like you hold your breath because you never know.
Wow. Yeah, that you're right. That shouldn't it shouldn't be a thing. That shouldn't be, you know, it shouldn't be a joke. It shouldn't be, something that you say. It shouldn't be a thing at all.